Welcome back to New Partners Orientation, Part 2. In this session, we'll talk about practical information that you'll need in your classroom and want to convey to your students. Currently, we use paper or digital registration forms, and over the next year or so, we will be transitioning to a fully online registration process. So we'll be going over the before, the during, and the after of the process, and what's included in helping your students and parents understand the expectations. Please make notes of your questions and we'll take some time to answer them during the Zoom session. Our process is straightforward. You distribute the forms to your students, you collect them, you add your other documents, and you email your packet in. If we have questions, we shoot you an email. But before you give out the forms, you'll need to inform your students and their parents about what's involved and what are the rewards and what are the expectations. Get your prerequisites or testing lined up before starting the form submission process. Make sure everyone understands as much as possible. Sending out an information sheet or setting up an info night for the parents helps get them on the same page. Once your students are ready to register, you distribute the forms and have the students return the completed forms to you. Gather those together with prerequisites if they're needed, add your syllabus and your roster, and you email the packets to us. This is the college and the high school form, which is used only by those students who are covered by the OSPI College and the High School grant. Everybody else uses the Cornerstone form. This is the Cornerstone form, which is used by most of the students. Note that down at the bottom, there's the parent information, agreement, and a signature block. The top section on both forms is for your classroom information and should be the same for all of your students in one class. The student information is also straightforward, but we're going to ask you to double check it anyway. On the Cornerstone form, the parent information and signature is required. On the college and the high school form, we only need the student signature because they're covered by the grant. In the near future, we will be moving our registration process entirely online. This is a response to a lot of feedback that we received requesting the registration process be entirely online. Online registration means that teachers and administrators will be able to see who has signed up for their classes right away, eliminate paper, provide more accurate tracking and reports, and streamline the entire process. A few schools have already accepted our invitation to be part of the pilot program. By winter or spring, all schools will be trained and implementing this new platform. Some of our classes have prerequisites, which can be satisfied by previous coursework or placement test scores. Here's a list of the classes that have prerequisites and a list of tests that are accepted by Central Washington University. If you are using these tests, we need to receive an official score report. A spreadsheet of names and numbers won't satisfy our registrar. Using AccuPlace for next generation testing through CWU testing service simplifies the whole process. We have direct access to that data and there's no need to send copies of scores. CWU testing services may already have a presence at your school. Being connected with CWU testing makes sense. It can save your school time and money. Check with your school counselor to find out if this option is available or if they are interested in hearing more. And if the prerequisite was met through a class taken through Central Washington University, we have access to that information as well. Your syllabus does need to align with Central Washington University and be approved by your liaison. We need to receive an updated copy with each class packet every time you register students. Also include your roster with each registration packet. Only list the students that are enrolling with CWU. All your documents, your registration forms paired with prerequisites, plus your syllabus and your roster, need to be received by our office before the end of day on deadline. Here's how it flows on our side. We receive the packets, the coordinators confirm every detail, and make corrections as needed. Then we send it forward to enrollment. When that process is done, you'll be notified it's time to check your central roster. Issuing grades can cause a bit of anxiety in a new teacher partner, and we'll go through this a bit more on Zoom Day. When that's done, what a relief. The term is over. Well done. There are real benefits to enrolling in a CWU class, including financial, academic, and personal. Inform your students. Earning university credit is an academic benefit while in high school, and central credit is highly transferable. Central credits earned through this program result in a great financial savings for the college-bound student. The price is an 80% discount from regular tuition cost for the same class on a central campus, plus there are other bonuses. There are some points to be made for choosing college in the high school rather than AP or Running Start. CW credit will be earned by all daily work, quizzes, participation, and tests. Once enrolled, the college and the high school students have access to support and services through Central Washington University, and so do you teachers. Students have academic rights, including withdrawal, advising, and to be informed of the grading policy. Of course, some things are prohibited as well. Students are expected to conduct themselves as university students with adult rights and responsibilities. This is a great step toward adult college existence while still having the safety net. Your students have a responsibility to the college and the high school program and need to become familiar with university policies and procedures. For student issues, try what works at your school, and if that doesn't do the trick, let us know. We can help. Once enrolled the first time, students are assigned a central ID number and username, which they use to access their MyCWU account. This account serves as their portal to access privileges and support which is offered to them. Before we wrap up and get to questions and answers, let's get a financial perspective from our own David Parker. Welcome, David. Haha, this is a lie. We're not doing this during the brief overview. Nope, we're not going to do this. But we will let you know that if a student has questions, you can send them to us. When you have questions, we hope that you will come to us. And if a parent has questions about general program information, we are happy to inform them, but we will not discuss a student's individual personal account unless we have that student's permission. And we will have time to spend answering these questions during the live Zoom new partner orientation. Keep in mind, we'll have time for more questions, and remember that Zane and I are your first go-to for any kinds of questions. We're happy to research and help you with any kind of issues that you might be encountering. So thanks for your time. We look forward to getting to know you during the Summer Institute New Partner Orientation, and I hope you have a great day.